one.
Hopefully it works now. Alright, we're in. I'll open the other table also meanwhile.
Sounds good, Boric.
How's the stream looking? Let's see. Alright. Oh wait, I need to probably open the scores instead of my friends list.
I just realized I forgot to check before.
You what?
I was watching the beginning of the match last time, but I didn't actually know before.
Oh yeah, these guys, these East West, they play like some variant of 2-1 with a Polish twist to coat themselves. So they like incorporate some elements of the supposed Polish style. They play a short club. Their two clubs could be sometimes 18 plus points if they have a 5-card major. I'm not sure what else they have, and they also have Polish style leads like bottom of a doubleton, middle of 3 small, and some other stuff.
Oh, I remember last stream you were talking about like Mud versus MDU, right?
Yeah.
But so MDU is normal for Polish style lead.
Gotcha.
Because they lead low from a doubleton, it's like more Mud. They play high low to deny a doubleton.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. So normal 3-0 here, kind of. Normal lead.
It looks like they'll just make 5. Or maybe not.
I feel like simplest is to just lead kind of diamonds out of hand right now. Keep entries flexible. Or even ace-10 diamonds is fine.
Oh, the other table went for a diamond lead. And they did top. Okay, maybe not both pairs do it, I guess.
This is also, yeah. I mean, he might make more this way in some sense. Because he can take a diamond first, I guess.
I want to see some spicy hands.
He can probably make 6 here.
Cyrus should just pitch hearts over here, right? I mean, like, double dummies looking.
So what's going to happen is it's going to get into, let's see. It's going to get into a 3-card ending, I think, where Declare is going to, West is going to have, if they take the dime finesse and then play dimes and ace dimes, West is going to have the ace hearts and 2 spades. And if North keeps 2 spades and 1 heart, and West can cash the ace and then spade up, and we'll have to spade. But on the other hand, if North keeps 2 hearts and 1 spade, then Declare can just play a spade without cashing the ace of hearts. And North will have to play a heart, and Declare can last trick with a spade.
Okay.
I think that's going to happen, but we'll see if we see that.
Was the diamond pitched by South an error over here?
Yeah, I mean, Dummy's dimed is also going to be high, so the ending I talked about won't matter as much. Anyway, after he plays diamonds here. So, no, yeah, no. But yeah, if I were Richard, my instinct would not be to keep ace because I can see like my spades for losers, and maybe my heart's lined up as one. If they like the ace or something, so I would pitch spades in these next, correct?
And regardless of what North pitches over here, a spade will be best, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Now Declare has to play a spade,
Ooh, that's an error.
which he didn't. Yeah, see, that's why it pays as North to keep your winners and hope, or keep things that could be winners at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, holding a second spade doesn't ever work over there because Dummy's gonna have the king of spades always over there.
Yeah.
This is an interesting
Yeah.
hand.
So yeah, this one.
If East opens and Cyrus overcalls Nostrum, what do you think the odds are? Oh, he's probably gonna double actually. I don't know. But if he overcalls a Nostrum, what do you think the odds are Fish will just bid 3-0?
He might just bid 3, but he might. I think he'd bid if he was gonna bid. He'd probably bid like maybe 3 hearts or something to show the 3-1-5
Mm-hmm.
hand type.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, double is pretty sensible with Cyrus's hand.
I think I vibe with double, yeah. Are you playing bridge or watching bridge?
And Richard made a big bid here, so that's going to get his side to game probably.
Yeah.
I think South. I think I just did 3-0 if I were South here.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
East can't possibly be thinking of taking another car, right?
Can North ever have a 4-card major over here? Like, I'm just wondering if South might want to find a 4-4 major fit. If North is like 5-4.
It seems unlikely to me. They're not. They're really not supposed to. When you jump to 2 diamonds, have a 4-card major.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could, but yeah. This bid feels a little bit of an underbid, but it might work well because Richard had a little bit of an overbid. So
yeah.
Cyrus probably.
So Richard just bid a ton here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he's just thinking he doesn't want to miss a red game or something.
Right. Well, he might be happy about it. They might take it. I think a heart lead should take it down, but a spade lead might let it make.
And how does it play on a club lead? If we get that.
I don't see why we'd get it exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because one club isn't even like natural. But yeah, if we got a club lead.
Oh, unfortunate.
Good lead.
Well, yeah, this lead should take it down. 3 heart tricks and 2 aces for the defense.
Mm-hmm.
That's
the
unfortunate.
Big one. Yeah, the heart spots are really big here for the defense.
So, guys, let's declare over here. What are your thoughts in this kind of spot?
I feel like I might want to just start quotaing the diamonds.
You don't really have any legitimate chances, I think, on this lead, but I don't think there's anything to do but win the King of Hearts and play diamonds and hope that for some reason happens. I mean, I think assuming the lead's 4th death, I don't know what they play.
I mean, it's still possible they mess up the defense, right?
It is, for sure.
If West just, if you go to the diamond and then you get the hearts going and then. Well, actually, I feel like it's not really possible. Never mind.
I mean, you need them to just not play hearts for some reason.
Yeah, pretty impossible. What would you? Yeah.
But there's nothing else to do. I mean, I think anything else Declare does, first of all, probably risk losing unnecessary tricks.
Mm-hmm.
I just think you have to win this and play. I don't. Especially, it looks like hearts are 4-4. I think if the lead is if they play fourth best. So
Right.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason to duck really.
Hmm. Ooh, there's a different auction going over there. They didn't actually bid a game.
They're just in 3 diamonds.
Yeah, I mean not shocking, but
Mhm.
I think in the other room, South's 2 spade would probably. I'm kind of confused on this auction honestly.
Hmm.
It's like doubled and bid a new suit, which showed like spades then a really good hand, but North like somehow knew not to raise spades.
Wait, okay, I feel like on this table, if Cyrus just fully like ducks 2 round or doesn't cover 2 rounds of hearts, or I guess all these rounds of hearts, and West gets into the ace. If West like just leads back a non-club,
Do they have eight tricks?
Yeah,
oh, actually, they need to lead back a spade, I guess.
4 spade. Yeah, sure. You could
Yeah.
take, but the problem is he's gonna have to keep pitching, or he might pitch a lot. I guess he could pitch a 1 spade from the
Yeah.
dummy maybe here.
Like it's
Mhm.
possible that West still messes this up. Like I feel like
Yeah,
this contract's not completely toast yet.
he could also always overtake this for some reason. That would be helpful for Declare. But yeah, I guess if Declare pitches a club and a spade on the last two,
Mm-hmm.
and then West chooses to lead a spade, Declare could take the rest of the tricks.
Yeah, that it could be. I mean, yeah, that could be a way to. He might think the club holding is like kind of precarious. I don't know. It could be good.
Mhm.
Well, no, I mean I could say the real answer is that East, if assuming West lets East hold this trick,
Mm-hmm.
they should just cash the ace of clubs before playing their fourth card,
Oh yeah.
just
That's
to
true.
make sure there's no accidents.
Hello, folks.
Hey,
Brent.
Brent, do you have the M scale pulled up?
Uh,
No, I'm not a
no.
cheater. Calm down. I learned it all last night in my dream.
Oh,
I'm proud of you.
you learned it. Nice.
Do you think he might just cash it? Oh, this
Oh,
actually, this could be
Yeah.
really good.
But here, it's important though to pitch a spade from the dummy just to be a little more deceptive. Pitching a
That's
club is
true.
a little too obvious,
right.
I think. Anyway, or yeah, so that's a good play.
Yeah.
So now, I mean, there's a chance.
For sure.
Good.
I mean, the thing is, even if he leads back a diamond and Cyrus just runs all his diamonds, it's possible that West
Nah.
still gets it wrong. You don't think it's possible West gets it wrong?
I don't think it's possible West pitches a spade. No.
Mhm.
Like, why would West pitch a spade instead of their clubs? I don't know.
I mean, anything's possible.
Junior
It's possible,
bridge.
You just gotta
but
believe.
it's unlikely.
Yeah, but you gotta have faith.
Do
But
I know?
what's more likely maybe is that he was worried the player had like 4 clubs to the ace king and partner had the ace of spades. But
Yeah.
I think the auction can help him here. Declared like made a double of a club, so they probably don't have like 4 clubs.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, Cyrus can basically just
The shape doesn't
after
really
this
matter.
trick. Yeah.
I think they made the right play in the end.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, that's gonna be some M's to UNC.
Yep.
I think they're gonna make 3
3 diamonds. Yep.
probably. It looks like
Looks like they're on track. Yeah.
they actually have a cute play here in another room to take 2 more tricks if they leave the king of hearts pinning the queen, and then leave the 7 of clubs out of their hand. The defense is winkled because they can't. Yeah, they're doing it because now if they leave the 7 of clubs out of their hand, East can't afford to hop jack, so that it has to run around to West's 9. Oh, but they left the 10. They ruined it.
Ooh.
That would have been a cool play.
Mhm.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Do you prefer bidding like this with Cyrus's hand or just like opening a neutron?
I think it's too good to open a neutron.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true.
I prefer bidding. It's better if you have a convention to show like this sort of hand 3-card spade support, like long diamonds 3-card spade support kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If you have some convention to do that, it's really nice. But I'm sure they don't. And yeah, so Cyrus bid. I think the auction was like normal.
Yeah.
I think Richard here is just gonna work on the black suits more. Working on diamonds works when they're 3-3, but you don't really need to lose tricks and diamonds, and you have enough tricks outside of diamonds, I think.
Right.
You can just hit at least 4 clubs, 2 diamonds, hearts, and a spade. I think he'll start by playing a spade up when a spade up. Oh, okay, well, he falters, but he should just put a spade up. That's not the right play.
I feel it's kind of hard to go down on this hand.
Yeah, on the actual layout, he's lucky, but yeah, attacking diamonds, I'm pretty sure like has some risks, whereas attacking.
Yeah, I think you should work on spades or clubs.
Well, both.
Because
Spades and clubs.
I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he needs to work on clubs at some point pretty quickly, but right now at trick 2 he's fine because his King of Hearts entry can't get dislodged, and while he's in the north, he's very nap it up to the king.
Is he thinking about finessing this?
What should he play to over here usually?
Or just ace king and another, right?
In the diamond suit, I think the best play is to play the 10 at this point.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it picks up East having Queen Jack 4th and West having 9 Doubleton.
Mm-hmm.
The advantage of playing ace would be if West Queen 9 or Jack 9 Doubleton, because then the 9 would drop under the ace and then the would drop under the king or something. But I think 9 Doubleton is more likely than Queen 9 or Jack 9 Doubleton. Mm-hmm. It's a 3 to 2, I think. Anyway. So he can take the rest of the tricks. He's probably, again, going to realize now that he should try to set up a trick. Maybe he'll try Ace King of Diamonds.
And if it doesn't work, then he's going to switch, I imagine? Or is he just going to play another diamond at that point?
No, because he can't play another diamond because he has no entry to them. I think if it doesn't work, he can still just play the King of Spades and guarantee. I mean, the problem with his line was that if they didn't play a second club but just switched to Hearth right away, he was in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
That was the problem with his line. But, he's going to take more tricks than I would. Now the diamonds break, and now he just king's playing.
Yep.
I feel like commentating bridge is so much less stressful than playing bridge.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Depends how much you care about the result. Or just in general tips and things. I think if you really care about the result a lot, it's actually more stressful to kill.
Yeah, the most stressful is when you commentate and you're playing at the same time. Like when you're commentating yourself playing and it's just like, well, I don't even know if I'm doing it correctly because I can't commentate this with anyone else. And 2, it's just like, and also you're trying to focus so much, like there's too much going on and you're trying to focus on your own play and everything.
Yeah, definitely a little more self-conscious.
Mm-hmm.
There's been studies on that kind of thing. It's just not, you just play worse usually.
So Fisher probably opened 3 clubs here, right?
Auto.
I would think it's a normal 3 club opener, yeah.
And what does Cyrus do?
I mean, Cyrus is like a card away from, like, if he had the Queen of Hearts, he could just try a cheeky 3-0, because he can expect because I think he can expect a good suit. His partner's vulnerable in second seat.
But
Yeah.
also his partner's richer.
I know his partner's Richard, but even Richard is still probably pretty sound vulnerable in second seat.
That's true.
Here, Cyrus is probably just going to pass.
Yeah.
I think 3-0 is
Oh.
fine, right?
Well, they're all 5 tricks, but the defense might be a little tricky for sure. I'd want to be in this game, I think.
Right.
You would? Yeah.
Just make them get it right.
Oh, I meant like 3-0 is like a fine contract to be in from South's perspective, if this is a vault second seed preempt, which it is.
Oh, I feel like there's no way they're not.
I mean, South, I think, rates to be off 5 tricks in the majors. But yeah, they might not lead correctly, or they might mess up. So I think I might pass the South, but I totally get it of just bidding 3-0. I understand the idea for sure. It might depend who I'm playing with a little bit there.
Well, is it that Justin called this shape in his article, the kiss of death or something, 7222?
I think Wes is.
Oh, they messed up.
Yeah.
But I think it's pretty normal. I mean, well, do you know what their carding is?
They play UDC, I think,
matter.
but it doesn't matter.
There's no signal.
It just feels intuitive too. Yeah, and now he can just kind of claim.
I mean, the only problem, the real issue with Wes, like what I'd be thinking is Wes is, even if my partner does have ace jack fourth of spades, we still do need another trick. But the problem is you don't know which red ace that they have.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if you knew they had the ace of, like if you knew they couldn't have the ace of diamonds, like if the ace of diamonds were in the dummy, I think Wes could just shift to the king of hearts maybe, on the basis that, well, I need partner to have the ace of hearts anyway to beat it, kind of. Or it's likely I need partner to the ace of hearts to beat it. Yeah, I think dummy had the ace of diamonds somehow, like on a different hand. This could be got him right. But here, I think shifting to a heart after the king of spades could go wrong with the West hand if Puck had ace jack fourth of spades and the ace of diamonds.
Well, let's hope we get a non-3-0 contract.
Oh yeah. What's the other table in? They're also in 3-0, but oh no, they're in board 3. Never mind.
That's a different. But I think it looks like the Clares played well in the other room. Like they took more of the line that I was suggesting. So they get to lose a couple imps along with.
I'm on a butterfly. Love it when that happens.
A diamond. So they're opening a diamond here because they're unbalanced, I guess.
That's correct.
Probably reach 2 spades.
But I think they open 4-4-4-1 as one club if the singleton's a major.
Yeah, that makes sense. So this is like a lightish game. They might just, but I think West will probably get an invite over 2 spades.
Do you think West is worth an invite?
I mean, I don't know what their ranges are, but if I was playing in just a sound opening style, yeah, I do think West is worth an invite.
Tough for East to invite, though. I'm not sure. I mean, it depends on what kind of game try is made.
With second sphere,
I think East will accept probably with their singleton. I mean, it is a nice fit on the actual, but I mean, here I think he just went with a generic invite, and I think East will just get the singleton. So now we get to see this interesting contract.
What is Richard leading here?
Probably a heart, I'd assume.
He'll lead a heart, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they're just gonna play the cross rough, honestly. They're gonna like probably pitch a diamond loser and just either play ace of club. In fact, they might even, I think maybe the best play to start is just 4 rounds of hearts pitching 2 diamonds. Because that way you eliminate any like threat of a promotion or overruff in the heart suit.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I actually like just ace of hearts, queen of hearts, and then another heart pitching my last diamond. And now
That's pretty strong, yeah.
set up the cross. Maybe ace of clubs, rough of clubs before the 4th heart. Maybe ace of clubs, rough of clubs, and the 4th heart pitching a diamond. I think that's a little better, yeah. Because I do want to set up the clubs, maybe, like the long club.
Mm-hmm.
I might not need to though. I rarely count my tricks when I'm. I should probably count my tricks more in these kind of hands, but I just make the line that looks best a lot.
Hmm.
Very.
Doesn't seem like the kind of advice you give me, Kevin.
Well, in Bridge Master, it's more important to count your. It is important to count your tricks.
And their tricks.
Our tricks. On these hands, it's just it's kind of messy, and I just feel like that's how I'm gonna take the most tricks.
They might just. I feel like it's possible that they also just. Well, I don't know what they're going to do.
I'm pretty sure they're going to do something like that. Like they're going to pitch our diamond, I imagine. They're going to go for some kind of cross rough or rough.
It's possible they don't pitch a last diamond on the last start. It's possible they just play a diamond at that point. But I feel like maybe that's a little unlikely. I mean, maybe he thinks that Richard has like 5 hearts or something, and he's worried. Or she, I don't know. They.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's possible Richard has 5 hearts. But I think he'd still.
But it doesn't cost, yeah.
I mean, it might. I think you'd still just try.
Yeah, I mean, the diamond's a loser anyway. I feel like it can't hurt.
I think the issue is maybe whether to play ace of clubs, rough of club before or after. Like,
Oh, you mean like with the general timing of the hand?
I mean, you could play ace of clubs, rough of club right now, then play ace of clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could play ace queen of hearts right away.
So 3 clubs bought the contract at the other table, so that's going to be another swing in favor of George Tech.
Right. Well, yeah, you got to give credit to Cyrus. He made a bold bid that made it hard for the opponents, and it worked out.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he did decide to rough the club first.
Yeah. So I think we might see cross-roughs now.
Well, he's going to play ace queen of hearts, pitching a diamond.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I think the best play is to lead the 4th heart and your last step.
Yeah, that feels good. Do you know what Richard and do you know what lead Cyrus and Richard play?
I'm third and low.
Third low.
Mm. Yeah, so I feel like it's just super. Yeah, okay.
Richard could have 5 hearts, yeah, for sure. Like,
I know, but yeah, I'm just saying actually I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, I think heart is clear here.
I mean, if the heart gets roughed by the 4, I'd just over rough it with the 5, probably, and just keep things. But I do run out of. I might need to count my trick.
Good. 3 clubs is in trouble at the other table, by the way, because it went spade, spade, and now now both went north and east are void in spades, and west has returned to spade. So this would cause either a Trump promotion or an overruff, probably.
Yeah, the defense actually puts clubs down if they cash 2 hearts and play it.
Because now South can just pitch their heart loser.
Yeah, now North gets to pitch over. And then. All right, so they played. Oh, they didn't pitch their. Wait, what did they do? Oh, okay, they've taken.
Wait, what happened?
Took a poor line.
Oh, I missed it. I was looking at the other table. What happened?
But they still.
Did they cross in spades and rough a? They rough a club.
They played trumps themselves, which was a mistake.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like they just drew 2 rounds of trumps and roughed another club. But now I think they're in big trouble. So now what Richard really wants wants to do is get in with the ace of diamonds to draw Declare's trump, because you need to stop Declare making both of their trumps here. So if the diamond gets played, Richard should overtake the 10 with the ace to draw a trump. That would be just like the simplest way to beat it. If Declare plays a heart and pitches the diamond, that's still the strongest play, actually. And then they're actually cold. They still always make both of their trumps if they do that, because Richard can never gain the lead. So actually, that's at this point the only play to make the hand, is to play a heart and pitch your diamond.
Ooh. Let's see if East finds it. That's a pretty. I mean, let's see if West finds it. That's a pretty tough play.
Hmm.
Ooh, there was an error at the other table. They didn't cash their hearts. I don't even know how they did not cash their hearts.
They did. So Declare didn't find the play of discarding the heart on the spade, but then defense lost its way. You're saying?
Yeah.
Looks like, but Declare is still stuck in. Wait, no, but East has a high club.
This is.
But they're both. Yeah, they can still play the jack of spades. They can still just play the jack of spades, pitch a heart for the dummy, and they make it. Yeah. Not sure.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, the other one really lost its way there. But this is a good position, so I think he's going to do this, right? Hopefully. He's going to pitch his diamond.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, very well played. But it's still, I mean, he still needs to be a little accurate, but it's just the problem here is Richard can't rough this because he's roughing a winner. And now Cyrus keeps the lead so long, so Cyrus is going to diamond is the best because you don't want to set up Declare's last club. Well, now Declare just has the rest, or I mean, loses 2 more. Yeah, now just the club. So that was a good recovery by Declare.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Well, that's one way to make game. The other table, what's happening? Oh, they're just down.
Yeah, they actually played a heart. They did not play the spade and pitch the heart on the spade, so which was a very surprising play. So they just conceded 2 hearts over there and the club to go down 1.
Yeah.
It seems most likely that they just didn't realize their spades were high, perhaps. I don't know.
Or maybe they didn't have a count at the trump and was worried about a rough and slough for the opponents. I'm not sure. Well, that also
the key
count.
there is Declare is even if your jack of spades gets roughed by a low trump, as long as you know it's high, you're pitching a heart loser from the dummy anyway, so it has to at least be even, basically.
Right.
Just one spade bit a little.
Redouble might be normal, unless it means something else in their agreement. I wonder if they have a different meaning for redouble in that spot, because most people play it as 10 plus points. Kevin, do you know if Polish players have any other agreements over there?
I feel like one spade generally promises 5 on this auction, or am I incorrect?
Not in general, no. I mean, I think it doesn't promise. No, I can understand like that you might not bid it on some 4-card holdings that you would if they passed, obviously. I think the texture of the hand is fine to bid a spade, but yeah, as Bork said, I would redouble.
I'm surprised they didn't even invite on this hand.
Yeah, especially after the glory of their last hand.
Yeah, where they did invite, and maybe he was just like, I don't want to play another 4 spades contract, and like
they were lighter here, but they were also more vulnerable here.
Vulnerable is always a good reason to bid more game.
But it seems like they did well here, maybe. Although on this lead, they might make 4 spades.
I think it might, yeah.
especially with the queen of clubs to the ace. That's like the soft.
Oh, you're kind of gold, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now that if they were in 4, they'd have to hop ace here to prevent the ruff, and they probably need to It's still a little tricky, just a little.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
you make it though.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
they're only in 2, so
that's
it
why
doesn't really matter.
So this should just make
9 tricks.
Richard. Yes. Yeah. Well, Richard here played the 2 of hearts, which is gonna mean that Cyrus tries to give him a club ruff. That was a slight for Richard.
Mm-hmm.
And now Cyrus is gonna.
And then they lose their diamond on
They're gonna lose their diamond. Yeah.
club, yeah.
I think Cyrus also made a mistake on this trick by playing the 9 of clubs back. He should have played the 2 because his spec declares out of hearts here.
Right.
And he wants a diamond, not a heart. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, now the player can just mercifully draw trumps, and they can, I think, pitch the king of diamonds on the 4th round of clubs. So the rest.
Pretty good.
Well, regarding
Declare,
so I just had a question regarding Cyrus playing the 9 of clubs. Is there any spot where Vest might have 3 hearts and chose not to support hearts immediately? Maybe trying to find.
they might, but I mean, probably not on this auction. But let's say they could have 3 hearts even.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason for South to demand North knows how many hearts West has because their partner's rough.
Right, of course. Yeah, North is never going to give a heart either way, I think.
Yeah, maybe, but I think if you play the 9 of clubs, your partner's really not going to think you have the ace of diamonds.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a good point.
So maybe you have to play a hard trying for some kind of promotion. So in the other room, so it looks like North underled their ace of diamonds.
Oh.
That's pretty wild.
And Declare, for some reason, roughed the diamonds. I guess they were. Oh, did they lead the 3? Maybe they played 3rd and 5th, and Declare thought it was a double thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty Monka-esque.
We'll see if it's not easy to.
Let me do this.
I think Cyrus going to 2 diamonds here.
It's not clear. I mean, he the only thing I'd say with his hand is that with King Jack 3rd under the spades, and I'm kind of happy to defend a no trump anyway with diamonds.
Yeah, I mean his diamond suit's really good, but his shape isn't very attractive.
Yeah, just all ball. I don't think it's clear. Definitely my King Jack 3rd or somewhere else. I'd bid 2 diamonds,
Mm-hmm.
and probably also ability are different. I think there's a case for passing with this hand.
Yeah, I think so too.
They might. Yeah, I think I suppose West here. My general philosophy is if my partner makes an invite and I have a fight, I bid game.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too. It's not inconceivable.
Do you think you might prefer 2 hearts instead of 2 spades by West after the 2 diamonds call?
I think I would prefer that, yeah, since they have ace 6. Their partner could have even 5 hearts potentially.
I just feel like their spades aren't good enough to want to conceal their heart suit.
Mm-hmm.
Usually with 6-4 you rebid hearts. I think also they could consider doubling to bring all the suits into play, but they might be a little nervous about partner passing. I just tend to not worry about partner passing my takeout doubles.
Except for when you play with me.
Yeah. I would snap bid 2 hearts with you. Okay?
Wow.
Oof.
Not anymore, hopefully.
But I don't know. It might be right. It might be that 2 hearts is right actually on this hand because there actually might be concern for partner passing here since they've bid a no trump. I don't know. Would you pass with the East hand if your partner doubled 2 diamonds? What would you do?
I would not.
I don't think I'd let it go. I might try to see if we have maybe a red game instead.
I feel like your diamonds aren't good enough and you're also under declare. It just feels really bad.
What would you bid? What would you bid with the East hand then?
I think I might just, I don't know. Well, I don't have to bid because I'm not playing.
That's a good question. I mean, if there's a way to show maybe like invitational values with 4 hearts, I might go for that. But also, I have 2 cards. I have 2 spades, and that might also be nice.
I think I would bid 2 hearts, maybe.
Not enough. I don't
Not
think.
enough.
I don't think 2 hearts is enough.
You're making like a non-forced bid, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're making a bid that like you didn't show any like values that indicate you had a good hand. You just have a huge hand.
But I kind of feel super sus, like jumping to it. Would you bid like? I feel like 3 hearts is also mildly sus. I don't know.
3 hearts is mildly sus because partner doesn't even always have 4 on this auction.
And I don't want to like bid 3 spades because I still want to leave hearts in the picture.
Right. So is there maybe a bid where you could bring both things into the picture?
3 diamonds, maybe?
About 3 diamonds.
Yeah, the right bid, I'm pretty sure, is 3 diamonds with the East hand over double.
But wouldn't that be game forcing? I'm not sure I want to force.
I feel
Even if it's game forcing, I'd just do it. I would worry more about getting to the right suit than getting to the right level because game is probably playable anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I just have such a good hand with partner double. I have 3 useful cards, and we have an 8-card fit somewhere pretty likely. They probably have 6 spades or 4 hearts a lot of the time.
What are they in? Oh, and they're in 3 spades.
Yeah, West did decide to pass here. He's probably gonna regret because I think he's making game.
Well, here, Fish could just play, what's that suit? Club.
I mean, they're gonna get the jack of spades. That's another trick, but that's So we'll see if they get the game on the other room, on either of the last 2 boards, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of interesting, actually.
They
just won 2 games.
I can clearly see Santosh not even inviting and just letting 2 spades by the contract.
Yeah, so South just went a little. So South went conservative in both rooms. Is that what happens? South bid in our room.
Yeah, at our room, South elected to double 1 heart.
Oh, right, that makes sense.
Yeah, we were talking about the redouble, which West could have made at that table. But West also elected to bid a spade instead over there, and then it went the spade, 2 spades, 3 spades, 4 spades.
Right.
You think Santosh is inviting?
Absolutely not.
I thought it was going to end in absolutely, and I was like, are you sure? He might surprise us. He's thinking about it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
tank passing is like a time-honored tradition among many players, I think.
That's true. I used to complain about people tank passing, then I realized it's one of my favorite pastimes.
Tank passing is really... So you can say you were thinking about it later, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you'll be like, you know, it's not my fault, partner. It came to my mind, and then, you know.
So red game swing.
I feel like tank passers can improve their results a lot by tank bidding. Or just bidding.
Wow, you're almost starting to sound like Richard. If you're deciding between passing and bidding, just bid.
Well, it depends on what your style. I mean, I wouldn't tell that to Richard, but but if you have a known conservative style, then maybe.
Yeah.
So both people just led this queen of clubs off the go.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of just leading queen doubletons. I would have just let a diamond, I think.
I don't even think it's so clear that. Yeah, it just feels a little too active for me.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, they're playing spades immediately. Was that the line we agreed was best?
I mean,
well, the play was different in the other room. I think playing spades makes sense on this. I think maybe thinking of the next hand, or no, or the previous hand. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you might be talking about the hand where you said like.
Ace fifth, where West had ace fifth of clubs opposite a singleton.
Yeah, that was the previous hand.
Oh, right.
Yeah, 4-5.
Yeah, I think we lost, or we didn't pay attention to the end of that one, but Santosh did make it.
Hmm.
Great.
But no, I think he's taking the smartest line here. Just okay, he didn't finish drawing Trump, but I kind of get why he didn't finish drawing Trump, and I like that he attacked hearts.
Mm-hmm.
But he's actually taking a pretty effective line here, and he should end up making 4, I think, as well.
Oh, what's happening here?
A club, a heart, 4 clubs, 4 hearts.
I think Richard's gonna
Just-
probably do this. But he does have 3 tricks.
Hmm.
But he is kind of. I mean, it could make from this point of view. The partner doesn't have much, but I don't see. I mean, it feels like he's not going to pass, and I don't think he can bid 5 clubs. So I guess he could bid 5 clubs and hope to get. But 5 clubs just feels so weird with ace, king, queen, 4.
He probably will crack.
He could bank on the heart lead, and then but what if they don't lead a heart? Like, what if they lead a spade? So,
Oh my!
Oh,
well, I guess we'll see what East leads here. It's
I
going
think
to be.
he's banking on a heart lead.
Oh, he's definitely banking on a heart lead to pitch all of dummies spades. That's like exactly what he's thinking. Like if you ask him
Yeah.
after the match, he'll say, "I was banking on a heart lead to pitch all of dummies spades."
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, wow, this is.
That a double is pretty aggressive, I think, with just 2 bullets and nothing else.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah. Well, let's see if he backs up his double by leading not a heart.
He led the ace of diamonds. That's
Well, yeah,
a good
that'll
start.
do. Now they're probably going to find this. Well, they might find the spade shift. I mean, it's still, I guess, not.
It's not entirely clear. They might just play a diamond trick. Well, the fish is gonna drop the. I don't know. This is kind of sus.
I mean, if they play a diamond, he might even make it. He'll get to pitch all the spades, and then he probably has a shot.
Yeah. Another diamond actually looks pretty good.
I don't know. I feel like a Trump play is somewhat natural here, and it actually works beautifully, kind of, because
Oh.
Carter would win it. But here, yeah, so now we get to see.
West
So I
did
think he'll
encourage
play-
diamonds, too.
Well,
But
yeah,
also, the king dropped, so you can see that, too.
Yeah, that's why I said I kind of want to play a Trump with the East 10, just because it looks like the king is probably singleton if
Mhm.
partner, or if I can read it as singleton. I don't know. So he's going to play ace, king, queen of hearts. The problem is he's still going to have to rough a lot of these high. I doubt he can actually make this. I very much doubt he can actually make this.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Maybe if the Trump situation is reversed, it might be more makeable.
Yeah, maybe. If he said stiff ace of Trump,
Hmm.
yeah. But I think he knows that's not the case. Probably. Like, he knows East has a double down.
Hmm.
Or he probably suspects it.
Well, he could just. Oh, this feels highly.
I mean, the 9 of clubs, his clubs just aren't good enough, right?
Can't he make this high key if he just plays a? I mean, it's kind of double.
How could he make it?
Wait, let me. No, you're right. I feel like he can.
I think he's just down 1 here.
Yeah, I think down one looks like the most likely.
I mean,
Four,
unless yeah, go on.
4 hearts was making also, right? Because it was just ace, king, queen, and the king was dropping.
4
The
hearts
king of
also
diamonds.
would have been complicated.
Four hearts is pretty complicated.
But yeah, it'll be nice. We get to see it both. Okay, so in this one, I think East West were very conservative at the other table because they just sold out to 2 diamonds.
Oh, wow.
They might beat that.
Well, what if fish plays a high diamond right now and West just like rises queen?
Yeah, I mean, West should not cover, so it's a very good principle that if they lead like an honor and your partners are going to be able to run, you usually don't want to waste your high.
Yeah,
Because
but
oftentimes, usually, I mean, it's a general.
but it's possible that West just covers. Like, I feel like you can't really do anything legitimately, so you can have to.
Even if that happens, though, I still think he might be down, but then he's closer. then he's much closer.
My general philosophy in these situations is that if I give Richard a hand, I think it's going to go down. He's probably going to end up scamming his way into making, but that's.
I can't see how yet, but maybe. I can't. Yeah, I don't quite see how you make this.
Well, if he just plays a. Oh, I see.
He can't avoid 3 diamond lose. He can't avoid a diamond loser over here.
I don't think he might ruff this low, which would be pretty. Then he'll go down 2, or then he's probably down. He's maybe. Then he can go down 2 if he roughs this low. I think he might rough it low, just at thinking he tried to make it.
No, I think it's
more.
high.
He knows it's getting over roughed. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Like in his heart, he knows, but.
I think he has to play the 9 and 10 of clubs with East in order to think he has a chance of making it, right? I mean, the 9 and 10 of clubs with West, sorry.
Yeah, it's just not super likely. I think he's just conceding down 1, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So in the other room, 2 diamonds.
What's happened? I think the lead was a heart. I remember that.
It's up in the air. It might make, it might not. This is the situation where West does not want to cover this diamond. Yes, that was a good play.
Okay, it's just down 1.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a mistake here to rough this low.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could you make it somehow? I just don't even think you ever make. You need East to have a stiff deuce club, because otherwise they can even over rough with the ace. You need East to have stiff ace, stiff, but I don't think East can have a stiff club at this point.
Mm.
And I just think it's tossing tricks to not rough high, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you can always rough the next one with the 6 anyway, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing down 1.
But it's just not possible, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's going to lead the last diamond just because.
Just for the nuns.
All right.
Okay.
Well, not clear whether he did well or badly, but at least he didn't go down 3 from his point of view. In the other room, the defense got 5 tricks somehow. And okay, so it looks like Declare just made a little mistake, but probably not even matter, a trick.
Diamonds haven't been touched yet.
Yeah, they're going to lose a diamond trick unless things go very badly for the defense. I think it's this is just going to go down 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, and this one, a heart pass and south. What would you guys south him?
That's a good question.
It depends on their structure. I mean,
favorable, I might give bid 3 hearts here.
I don't know. It depends what they play 3 hearts as.
I think they play Bergen races, so 3 hearts would be a weak race.
Okay, if 3 hearts is a weak race, South should definitely do that, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because you're favorable and you're 4-4-3-2, and you have this is almost like a prototype weak race, I think.
Maybe they don't play Bergen.
If you play that you don't have a weak race, that it's mixed,
I feel like
you're kind of dishing up between just making a mixed race anyway, because you're favorable, making the 2 heart bid that he made, or you can also bid 1 no trump. Is too weak to bid 2 hearts. this is something that people often do when you have heart support, but you're too weak to bid 2 hearts. Because
Interesting.
I think a lot good players tend to not like to pass with 3 or 4 card support when their partner opens a major.
Do they play 2 hearts as constructive here, or?
I think it's just a normal range of what most people play it as, like probably 6 to 9, 5 to 9, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because but especially if you play constructive, I think you might be a little nervous bidding 2 hearts. Still reasonable.
I mean, if you play constructive, I think I don't know if I think I might even prefer 3 hearts over 1 no. Oh, okay, here we go.
Oh boy.
So Richard just overbid the pot here. In poker, but I think opposite a normal 2 heart bid, just it's supposed to invite with the north hand. But Richard has what's the word? Chutzpah. So
I've never seen Richard make an invitational bid in my entire life.
Yeah.
so he's gonna have to justify his chutzpah by guessing the heart here.
Richard is truly an ABGer. Always bid game. Asian baby girl.
So he's gonna play a club pretty much for sure here. Club to the 10 something. Or
Yeah.
maybe the king. I don't know what he'll choose.
My money's on the 10.
It's I wouldn't know as declare necessarily what the more deceptive card is. Because as declare, you basically just want to be as deceptive as possible, mostly.
Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, the 10 would reveal more to East on a lot of situations. But maybe to West. Not clear.
I mean, yeah, West might think that East just has like the queen or something.
West returns. Yeah, so now West might. Well, no, there's no reason for West to hop. So actually, this is just down now on this defense. Even if he guesses the heart, West should just duck this because they've got 3, but they can always get a club rough on.
Oh!
You think Fish has had to play
That's an error.
Oh, this is.
It's still down, but because now West can get. That's why West hopped, but West didn't need to hop.
Yeah.
They can afford to duck and then win the next one. So now it's just all on East to understand. But I think this does actually make it even easier for East to understand what West wants. It's like West return to club, hop ace of trumps, and let a diamond for them. The only thing I'd change as West personally is I'd leave like the 9 of diamonds back because I play like very strict attitude. So I would just make sure my partner doesn't give me another diamond or something.
Okay.
I just say like I want something else, and then that just makes it even easier, I think, for East to figure out what I want.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Yes, the justified Richard's chutzpah.
Ooh.
Disclaim. Okay. Feels.
Board 8 is going a lot more different over here. So South so it went 1 club, 1 heart, 4 clubs at the main table, and over here 1 club almost passed out, and West had to balance a double over here.
I feel like it's kind of strange for for South to not take a call in the first round when it goes 1 club past.
Yeah, I think this auction shows that South maybe is a bit inexperienced just because they have very few high card points, but they definitely should have taken a bid at some point in this auction just because they had really good shape and support for their partner. I mean, even if you subscribe to the idea that South has to pass the first time because they don't have 6 high card points, which I personally definitely don't subscribe to, but even if you subscribe to that, I think over 2 hearts, at that point, South could describe their hand really well by bidding something.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, now East-West are just in a very comfortable 2 hearts contract.
Things stayed much lower, and we were debating about whether 4 hearts could make or should make, but 2 hearts definitely should make.
I feel like 4 hearts can't make, right?
It's tricky. I don't know if 4 hearts can make. I feel like it wouldn't make, but Okay, this one we're just gonna. Well, the question is, does East want to balance over a no trump?
What would you do?
So I have a rule that I always balance basically with a small singleton,
But you don't
which
have
they don't have. But still, with 5-4-2-2 shape, it's tempting. I think here I just look at the bad heart suit. My hand, the king jack doubleton diamond. I have honors in my doubletons, and most importantly, the vulnerability is all vol. So I think I would just pass it out here, but I think most people definitely don't balance enough over a no trump.
Right.
A no trump is one of the worst contracts to defend because people defend a no trump terribly.
Ooh, two clubs. I think they play don't over here, if I remember, so that should be showing clubs and another suit.
In some ways, that's more attractive than like what I do, which if I was going to do something, which is be well, actually, I can't show clubs in a higher.
You think
I could also
double?
depends who my partner is actually. What do you say, Cynthia?
Oh, I just said, do you think Cyrus is going to double? And then
He
just
should.
double.
So
Yeah, always
with this,
double with a double team.
yeah, basically when your partner when you open a no trump and the opponent's overcall, as opener, just double if you're 4-4-3-2 or something with a doubleton in the opponent's suit. You just always double. It feels weird, but it's just right. With the responder's hand, you also always make a takeout double with the right shape as long as you have, some values, like maybe 5 count or something.
What do you think fish show bid if he bids?
Probably 2 hearts, right?
They'll bid 2 hearts, yeah. They'll end in. Well, they might end in 2 hearts. I think West will realize that it's very likely that hearts is partner's suit.
And just like crock it.
I don't think he wants to defend 2 hearts doubled.
Oh, wow. Maybe Richard took it as penalty. I don't know.
I don't know. I think at least it's not game. Seems like a strange decision to me to pass out 2 clubs doubled, but I guess at least it's not game. But they have an 8-card fit, so I don't really see why you'd want to. I mean, he might think he's in trouble in 2 hearts, I guess, but
I think North might have also misinterpreted the double as not necessarily being takeout-esque.
Seems weird to me that they would have that misunderstanding, but maybe.
I
Because
think
clubs is natural, so most, yeah. Maybe East will get scared and run for some reason. I don't know.
I think he should stay put, probably.
I think he's trying to trick East into running 2 hearts and then crack that.
That would be quite a scam, but yeah, he should definitely stay put. I think his partner knows he has clubs in another, and his partner chose to play. Well, not definitely. He does have longer hearts than clubs, so his partner. There are shapes his partner could have where he'd rather play in hearts, but the normal thing to do is stay put.
And West presumably might have made it a bit over here, like 2 diamonds or something, asking for the other suit. I imagine if West do not play clubs.
I mean, I guess the reason to run is just that they tried to pass 2 clubs doubled, and if partner has equal length in hearts and clubs, like maybe if partner's like 4-3-3, they'll probably just pass the 2 clubs. Because usually you have longer clubs than your other suit here, I think. Or more common. Anyway, it's an interesting hand to play here as a declarer.
It's a very tough hand to defend, I think, from South's perspective, because Richard's going to discourage this, and then after that, nothing really looks appealing from South's perspective over here.
Right. I mean, I don't know if it would have done better on the hand, but I'm certain if I were South, I would have just led the ace of clubs. Generally, when they've shown a 2-suiter and you're doubling them in a part score, you should lead trump.
To prevent roughs in the other suit, I imagine.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if it would work better or worse on the hand, but I would have led the ace of clubs.
And the club switch.
Right. But yeah, it just might be less effective here. I don't know. I mean, the good thing for the defense is declarer might have a hard time getting to the dummy to lead a heart. So they have they might have to lead hearts out of their hand.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, even if they lead hearts out of their hand, South doesn't really want to win the heart because they want to be able to play a third trump, right, at some point. And I don't know how they're going to do that anyway. So I think I just play a spade here as declare.
Yeah, that
Just set
seems
up.
normal.
Yeah. Just keep knocking out the opponent's high cards, setting up tricks. Good technique. But I think declare knows what's going on kind of here in that North has the queen of clubs and might not have an easy entry. Maybe it's actually I take it back. I think it's better to unblock the jack of diamonds and then play a spade. Because you really don't want, like, if you play a spade and they play a diamond, then you might win the jack and not know what to do. So I'd rather play a spade and then my diamond's high. I'm sorry. I forgot he already knocked it out. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't forget. I was right in the beginning.
You could also
jack of diamonds and a spade, yeah, because then that puts them on lead. And then they have a tough play. So yeah, unblock the jack of diamonds and then play a spade. But drawing the trump is fine too. I think he should still. I just think it's probably unnecessary to draw the trump. But I still like jack of diamonds and spade, kind of. And yeah, the strongest play, I think, is to just duck this spade. That's my feeling anyway. Because now, okay, well, first of all, South has pitched a spade here, which means both of dummy spades are good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is actually going to make an over trick now. Yeah, this is just making an over trick. Probably is making an over trick anyway, honestly.
Yeah.
This action by Richard did not work out well. But the one on the previous board did, I see. They're going to win,
Yeah, they're in only
7
2 hearts.
Yeah.
It looks like at the other table, East elected for a spade lead, and then North elected to play for the 9 of hearts first. And then the singleton queen was actually able to pick up a trick, but they should be going for 9 tricks over there, so.
Yeah. As long as they just get the clubs going at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So Richard's saying, I think declare can. Well, I guess if Richard ducks, actually declare even makes the rest, so they shouldn't claim. Yeah, because if Richard ducks, this declare actually does have the rest, and I can see why. I mean, the problem is dummy just has too many winners.
Mm-hmm.
I can see why Richard might want to duck it, but I think he knows if he wins it, they're going to make the rest of the tricks, and he just didn't want to accept that. But if he ducked it, they also would have made the rest of the tricks, and that would be even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can really claim now. They just have plenty of tricks.
Yep, for sure. Oh yeah, clubs are out also, so there's really nothing to the hand.
They don't even need the fact that the 4th spade is high. They can rough 1 heart and pitch a heart on a diamond and a spade.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm picking a heart high. So. As long as they know their queen of diamonds and 10 of spades are high, they should be good.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Declare probably knows that.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Well, I guess this was a big win for balancing.
Mm-hmm.
Going plus 380 feels pretty good.
Definitely much better than 1-0. be for them.
I mean, I doubt they would have got plus 400 versus 1-0.
Is this an interesting hand?
So I don't know how Polish club works exactly, like in terms of what they open.
I think this might be a 1-0, and I mean, like, I think they play a regular 15 to 17 1-0. It might be 14 to 16. I'm not sure.
I think I would just open a spade regardless of what my bueno range is. I don't really like opening the no shrimp on these hands.
5-4-2-2,
Right.
I assume.
I kind of agree with 5-4-2-2. With the 5-card major, I usually just open the major.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fish might double, unclear.
He'll double, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just assume if there's like a choice between doing something and not doing something,
He would do it.
he'll do something.
South is an interesting decision because he's is probably going to pass.
South will bid a no Trump, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's pretty normal.
Passing is kind of
Passing low key.
for a lot.
I mean, West might just come back in with 2 clubs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I think a no Trump is normal.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, West bid 2 clubs. Yeah, they have a little. It's all nobody vulnerable. I get it, and they have decent terms. So now Cyrus. I mean, with Cyrus's hand, I'd kind of want to just like double 2 clubs, just because I don't want it to die there.
But they've already played 2 clubs doubled once, and that didn't go so well.
Well, yeah, maybe Richard will bid something this time. I think Richard will bid. I mean, this double I can see people having a misunderstanding on maybe, but again, I would just play it as takeout.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of
think with nobody.
It's kind of ironic because I remember Richard telling me, like, when I was still learning doubles and all that stuff back in the day, that as a general rule of thumb, doubles at the 2 level are takeout, double at the 3 level is penalty, and he played 2 clubs double in the past hand too. Just to add on to what you were saying.
Maybe he just chose to pass.
I don't think he thought it was penalty, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It is strange to me that he passed, but I feel like he did think it was takeout and just decided to pass. Anyway, East, I think East really, whoa, okay. Richard really is balancing here. Yeah, this action, I don't really agree with. 3 diamonds. I think I'm all for like bidding white on white, but this one just feels like very, very much.
It doesn't feel white to you.
He's just what he's doing is he's just saying, well, look, my partner has 2 clubs and they've been a no trump, so they have less than 4 hearts. So they probably have, if they have like 2 clubs and only 3 hearts, they're gonna have 3 or 4 diamonds. He's figuring. So he's just like knows they have a diamond pit kind of on the auction. So he's just like banking on that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yikes! Look at the other table just to. North elected to Stamen with the 4-3-3-6 count.
Oh, that's a little.
Right, so they're going to get a little high to 2 no trump. Still probably won't go down 4, but they are tempting fate a bit. Maybe I tempted fate. I don't know. If the East West go plus 400 on this hand, that would be quite funny, but I don't think it's actually likely.
Imagine winning an imp, defending 2 clubs doubled, making 3.
So in the 3 diamonds, looks like a complicated hand. I imagine he'll just start club. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like he'll just, he played trump. I guess I get it. Like he thinks West has both kings in hearts and clubs. All right, West tops ace again. So West is topping ace of trump a lot.
He probably just wants to get partner with spade rough, but.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be so eager to play any spades here.
You're kind of setting up dummy suit.
Yeah, I'm leading into. I mean, I think a second trump here is actually a good play.
Mm.
Also, West knows East is singleton because it's bottom of double tens. If East had a three of spades, then East is probably leading the three from 3-7 double ten.
Right. I have no doubt West knew East has singleton. It's just still you're making them rough with the long trumps, and sometimes they have natural trump tricks, like now. So I guess they can still play a club over and lead another low spade. So they actually did do kind of a nice defense here in a way. Or at least they beat it, so that's well done. But actually, do they even beat it too? I guess they might even beat this too. I don't know if he can get rid of his heart loser.
Wait, wouldn't that be beating at one?
Well, maybe it is beating at one, yeah. Sorry. So yeah, did something clever happen here? Not. I see. Yeah, he needs his spade spots to be a little better here. Yeah, he just has to lose a heart. There's nothing.
Might have to play East for King of Hearts over here, but also East is never probably playing a heart over here if East has the king, I think.
I mean, I feel like, yeah.
They have a hard play, maybe, even if they have the King of Hearts. If they're out of trumps and spades, they might. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think playing the ace is only legitimately playing for stiff king with West. Yeah, I guess you kind of have to decide which is more likely. Two-no trump, diamond, diamond. Well, the defense is definitely taking a lot of tricks in two-no trump to start, but a 10 of hearts is cute, just in case somebody just covers the 10 with the jack. All right, so down one. So here, the operation probably was not a success, but maybe three clubs would have. I don't think it would have made, but.
How would it play? They have a diamond loser. They probably have two clubs, I think, which are going to lose, or one.
I mean, Richard might have led a diamond, and they might lose their king of diamonds, but even then, it's still far from making.
Oh, that's a big hand for East over here. More than 9 tricks.
9 tricks and a queen. The partner doesn't have much to work with. They just belong in 3-0 in this hand. North is going to open probably a diamond. Maybe he'll be 2 diamonds red on white. I don't know. I would guess.
This is Richard. It's a diamond.
Yeah, I would have thought a diamond.
He might pass.
I don't think Richard's the type to like have him beat. No, he did open 2.
Oh my god.
I feel like I kind of like passing these ones.
I think I'd open 2 diamonds in my style, but they doubled, which I mean, I think you might want to bid like 3 diamonds asking for a stopper if you could, but I play that one at Michaels. Only when they open 2 diamonds personally. So if they open 2 major, I play the stopper asking bids, but when they open 2 diamonds, first of all, it comes up less because I can only have clubs anyway, so it's half as likely. I'm showing like weak majors where I can stop in 3 major might be useful. So
okay, interesting.
So I do play 3 diamonds as majors. So I would double with the East hand, and then I guess they're kind of stuck still. They just have to cubid. I don't know. Or they also could have just jumped to 3-0 and just pretended to have a stopper. But I think when your opponent's red on white, their partner's going to lead their suit normally.
If you swap Fish's major suits, would he still open this 2 diamonds?
It'd be less attractive, but I don't I don't worry about missing the games as much when I'm red on white, like quite as much. My partner's always going to think I have a good hand, at least for me.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess.
So I don't worry as much about having a 3-card major when I'm red on white because I just always have it.
There is no game contract which makes here, right?
Yeah, 3-0 is a good contract a priori looking at the East-West cards, but do they make 5 clubs?
How do you avoid the spade loser?
I mean, I'm just trying to make something clever happen. I don't think you can make it, but I wonder if you can maybe create a misdefense. I don't think you can. Like, I don't even see how they'd begin to mess it up, really, honestly. I mean, they just have, but it's still a better chance, maybe. I mean, 3-0 is also a decent chance. But yeah, I don't think I would have given up on 3. I would at least bid 3 dimes with the East hand, I feel, just to see if partner bid 3-0, but maybe they're already just thinking slam. I think I just did 3 diamonds and partner bid 3-0. Should I bid again? I don't know.
Or maybe,
yeah,
3 diamonds is, or maybe 3 diamonds might imply hard support in their systems. I'm not sure.
Well, it shouldn't, but maybe they would think that 3 diamonds should actually. So I think you could basically, if you have normal hands with heart support, like you could just bid 3 hearts invitational, or you could just bid 4 hearts. The only time I bid 3 diamonds with heart support, or you could also splinter 4 diamonds over 2 hearts. So the only time I bid 3 diamonds with heart support is if I have no diamond shortness and I feel like I'm too good for 4 hearts. Like I want to make a big slam try. But no, most of the time when you bid 3 diamonds, you all have 3 hearts, or maybe even some hand like this. But yeah, most of the time you're not going to have 4. West here probably feels like their partner wants them to bid something, but they really don't want to. So 2-0 went down.
So 5 M's to UNC.
So West decided not to bid, and UNC stops very precisely in the right contract. On the bidding, anyway. Actually, even on the bidding, 3-0 is not that bad. You just need North to have not the ace, king, jack, and 10. Because if you have any of the 10 or jack, it'd be blocked. Or I mean, you can take all the tricks. So you probably want to be in 3-0.
And even in modern preempt styles, like very rarely are you going to have 4 of the top 5 cards in a preempt. That's almost unheard of,
right.
I think.
Like well, I think when you're second seat red on white, it's not so crazy. I mean, I wouldn't have ace king. I don't think I'd have 6 solid, like actually solid. But yeah, I mean, I would never open this hand non-vulnerable 2 diamonds. Probably even with most people, I wouldn't, like playing with myself, I might open it some other positions, but probably playing with someone like a stranger, I would only open it second seat red on white. Yeah. Just because that's the position where preempts are known to be most sound. I'm not sure what Richard's thinking. Seems like connection issues.
Yeah, Fish is currently playing this through a hotspot on a car or something, so.
Oh, right.
You could also just be thinking, though.
No. I don't. Seems unlikely.
Yeah. What's happening at the other table?
Similar start to the action. South is also in the same position of whether they. South is probably considering between. Oh, South elects for 2 diamonds. That is a very. I disagree with that bit a lot.
Let me see. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't bid one match round.
Yeah, but
But
they make 2 diamonds, so.
yeah, I mean, bridge is easy. Just bid your partner's 5-card suit, and
then stop at the 2 level and then make exactly 2.
yeah. So now Richard has to decide, does he want to shift to the spade, which it seems like his partner has good spades, or does he want to play another diamond? Normally, you just play another diamond here, but he's worried about the hearts a little bit, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure he'll eventually just play another diamond. But he'll think about it for a while. Just because it's not likely Declare his hearts are good. Like,
Ace
Declare
queen
has,
third, right? It's the only
yeah, but
possibility.
then I just feel like they have 7 clubs. So, I mean, then they'd have a stiff spade, which seems unlikely. And then there's also not that much gain to playing a spade anyway if they have a stiff spade.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, good
So,
point.
yeah, I think you're playing them for kind of like 2, 2, 3, 2, 6. Just doesn't seem very likely, yeah. So that's what I thought. He's just going to play a diamond.
Mm-hmm.
And now, if I were to declare, I just run all my stuff and hope they mess up. There's no like legitimate. The thing that warns me off any legitimate squeeze is just the fact that North is guarding diamonds over the West hand. That ruins a lot of squeezes, and they're both guarding both of the other 2 suits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it doesn't likely to be a real squeeze, but definitely people have missed discarded before.
And no harm in trying.
Yeah, I would try. I wouldn't think about it. Like, I think if you're gonna, you shouldn't like if I were in 5 clubs, I'd make sure I watched everything super careful, and like here I'd like try to watch stuff, but now it's a problem what you do if the opponents start thinking a lot. Personally, I usually just let them think a lot. There's not if I tell them it's for the over trick, I'm giving up some of my chances for it probably.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a hard area if they do start thinking a lot. But Richard is gonna have to unguard some stuff now, so we'll see if they get this right.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, Richard has to just not unguard both majors. So whatever he pitches this trick, he should probably also pitch the next trick.
Yep, that makes sense.
Because South is going to have to unguard a major on the last one. So. Also, whatever Richard pitches here, South will have to pitch the opposite on the next trick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, if Richard pitches a heart here, okay, I was a little wrong. If Richard pitches a heart here, that's fatal. This is a cool position, actually. Because if Richard pitches a heart, if Declare reads the cards perfectly, when they lead their last trump, South is going to have to pitch a spade if Richard pitches a heart here.
Oh.
Then Declare can pitch their heart from the dummy. Yeah, so we can maybe see it. So now, oh, okay, well, they've messed it up here. But if they played a club and South pitches their spade, now Declare pitches the heart from the West hand. And then Declare can play ace of hearts, hearts of the king, and that would actually squeeze Richard in the spades and diamonds because South had to unguard spades. The problem is patching the, well, okay, South still made the mistake here of unguarding hearts. South had to pitch the spade there, but so yeah, so you know the defense is often pretty sloppy in these discarding situations,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why you play it out.
And thankfully for Georgia Tech, UNC did not bid the 5 clubs over here.
Yeah, I mean UNC, their time is definitely running out, right? They're down about 40 right now with not many boards to play. So.
Mm-hmm. Upgrade an upgraded 1-0 trump.
Yeah, I don't think I like it, but I understand it.
That's where I'm at too. What do you think, Kevin?
I think Kevin would say he wouldn't do it, but
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
kind of works here.
I mean, he's gonna go down like a few maybe, but maybe not actually. I mean, if they keep playing spades for him, I still think he's gonna go down because even if they set up his spade tricks, I'd say it like didn't work here, but okay.
Actually, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, probably just like minus 200. It should be. Whereas East West make like, well, they don't make a game anyway. Actually, could they make 3 now? Like, okay, they probably can't make 3 now. They can make like 2 now.
Yeah, I don't see where 9 tricks comes from.
Yeah, they can make 2.
Okay.
They're just putting the spades out probably now.
Mm.
This made Richard's job a bit easier.
Well, Wes is probably just going to return a heart now.
Yeah, I think looking at that dummy with your heart holding, West is going to play. And this is where it's important to have attitude shifts, I think. If West shifts to the 3 of hearts, East will know they have the king. And will just be able to continue heart. Whereas if it goes low heart, low jack, East might be nervous otherwise.
Some people might shift to a low heart from something like 10/4, though. I mean, kind of unwell, but like.
Well, 10/4 actually East could afford anyway.
Pardon?
If Declare had 10/4, Declare would have king Hamilton.
Oh,
really, what they're afraid of is like 10/3. I mean,
10/3.
first of all,
10/3, some might lead low. You never know.
10/3. First of all, they should probably shift to the 10, honestly. But in this,
but some people don't. It's possible here. East just leads back.
Yeah, if East plays a diamond here, that's
ding dong.
Then things are getting very risky. Like it might make.
It's possible, You just have to believe in the power.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably not going to play a club here, so that's either a heart or a diamond.
Or ding dong. I mean, I think they'll probably end up playing back a heart, but yeah. Okay. Trump change.
They still need to get this defense right in the end, which might be hard to not blow up the king of diamonds. Because Richard, they're going to cast their hearts, and then Richard's going to pitch 2 diamonds, and then East is going to have to play a club to stick Richard in his hand and wait for the king of diamonds.
Kind of hard to play a card from Queen third, though.
Absolutely.
Right, they're going to have to figure it out.
Also, West might encourage in diamonds if they're not being careful. Well, actually, there's.
I think the simplest thing West can do is just pitch the 9 of. Oh, they didn't have no pitches. Shit.
Yeah, they have no. That's what I just realized that too. I was like, wait, crap.
Yeah. So then it's pretty hard. I mean, I think one hint is that Richard pitched a club from the dummy pretty early. Would he really do that if he had ace king third of clubs? I don't know.
Probably not. Yeah. Ooh.
Okay.
And that's just an immediate claim.
It's one of these where, well, I'm actually very hungry and tired right now, so it's hard to think about. Like put myself in their shoes.
We should get some food.
I'm door dashing. Also, I have to. Well, I'm gonna go, but I think I'll be able to finish because I think the other thing starts in 25 minutes.
Fin smash.
USBF thing.
that.
It's actually not Finn's match. Finn and Michael aren't playing.
Oh, sorry. Harrison's match.
Hmm.
Sarah's match.
What event is this again?
It's the
This is
China
like
thing.
there's a series of matches between U.S. and Chinese teams.
Mm-hmm.
And each match is worth exactly 1 point.
Yeah, that's supposed to be like a series of matches, and each one's worth 1 point. And you sum up the results, and basically you sum up the results, and China kicks our ass.
Mm-hmm.
But we still have our.
That's
The thing
the
is, it's
premise.
not just the juniors, right? They're also like.
I think there's some open matches too. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there are also some open matches, so maybe we do stand a chance.
Yeah. Well, maybe we might win today or next week when my team plays. We might do it.
Yeah, you might win.
I mean, your team almost won. That was a very exciting match.
That was really. Man, those 2-3-no hands still like haunt me, low key.
All right. This one. Okay, I don't. Does Polish club like deny a good hand? I don't really know Polish club very well.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure by their agreements. I think it's just similar to just a 2 or 1 club, except it's just short.
So yeah, I think West. I just never pass a club with a 5-card major, and certainly the West hand should respond to heart.
I agree.
Yeah. So it looks like Georgia Tech did make 5 clubs at the other table. I didn't see where this went wrong. Maybe we could check.
I think there was again a hard pitch. I was checking that every now and then, and at the end of it, it came down to when East and West both had 2 hearts, South had just the Queen of Hearts, and North was void by then. So I think they pitched
Right.
one too many hearts.
Fair enough. Okay. So here 2 clubs pass. So yeah. So I'll see if West finds a bid in their bidding box. They should
3
definitely
clubs,
be bidding.
maybe.
Yeah, I mean at this point you got to at least bid 3 clubs.
And the singleton spade is really good too.
Yeah, I mean West should have bid 3 clubs over 2 clubs, even when they're not forced to. I mean, well, West should have started with the heart, so I don't know how to bid at this point, but but yeah, I think West is worth 3 clubs over 2 clubs. Like if there's ever a hand to try for game as a past hand, this is it. I feel.
There we go.
You think Richard might go ham and bid 3 diamonds?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he might. I mean, he sees like 7 tricks, kind of. If spades are trump anyway.
That's true. I feel like 3 diamonds not that
I meant to
ham.
say 8 tricks. He can kind of see 8 tricks if he doesn't get tapped out.
13 minus 5 is indeed 8. Okay.
Yeah. But the if he doesn't get tapped out is a big if. Like if his partner's a spade small, he kind of might get tapped out.
Ooh, 3 spades, not 3 diamonds.
Yeah. If I were Cyrus here, I think I'd just bid 4 spades because of like how to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like my partner did 1 spade, 2 spades, 3 spades, and I have like ace and 1 spade and a king. I'm just like, okay. I mean, Cyrus should have competed to 3 spades if Richard didn't anyway. So yeah, I think at some point you just gotta bid it.
He's giving thought to it for sure.
I mean, if Richard had bid 3 diamonds instead, I feel like Cyrus also kind of like I don't see anything super wrong with bidding game too.
Yeah, he would bid 4. I
Give
would
a
bid
double bid and like ace of trump. So like pretty good.
I mean, here they can go down only on like a diamond rough kind of. Actually, the play might be more complicated than that.
In 4 spades or 3 spades?
In 4 spades. 3 spades is just old, unless I'm missing something. Again, unless they underlead the 10 of clubs. Like, unless they get 2 diamond roughs, the 10 of clubs is an entry. But,
or they lead a heart.
yeah, I mean, I assume they're not going to lead I assume they'll just lead a high club. All right, yeah, I like that bid by Cyrus. It's good to see that, like, he actually is evaluating his hand during the whole auction.
Mm-hmm.
Something people don't always do. And I'm guessing they'll just make this, but
Probably a club lead if I had to guess.
yeah, they're gonna have to find a diamond rough probably. Although North is also a little tapped out. Like, let's say it goes club club and he plays ace of spades spades the big king, and then they play a third club. Now if he just draws trump, he's out of trump and he hasn't set up his heart trick yet,
Mm-hmm.
and he's no entry to the last diamond. So the funny thing is he actually makes it because West runs out of clubs and West has the ace of hearts. I'm getting a lot of background kitchen noise.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the other room, they played one spade. Looks like that also went down one. Yeah.
Yep, down one. So that's going to be a push. Have there been any pushes so far? I don't even remember.
I think some of the earlier boards, like the spade hands.
Mm-hmm.
And you can check, right?
Yeah.
Like the 4 spades hand and then the one where they missed game.
Oh, yeah, there
Or
were
one
2 pushes in a row.
And then maybe even the first hand. Oh, never mind.
Oh my god, my toaster cannot handle even scrolling at this point.
So here, yeah, this is tricky for the defense. Let's see. Let me think about. Yeah, 10 of diamonds fish. I guess East, like then my instinct is just to play the 9 of hearts or something. If I'm playing attitude, just try to get partner to play a diamond back. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they maybe could have done something clever earlier to start their partner back that they had a void. One thing, for instance, they could do is lead the king of clubs. That usually shows shortness. Lead the king of ace. Still picking up that background noise, unfortunately.
I imagine West might be considering playing the jack over here if East might have the queen over here.
Exactly. So that's Richard made like a smart sort of play to play the 10, just to encourage the jack.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing it comes down to is that if partner had the queen, it would just be very hard for Declare to not put up the king.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be very difficult for them to not play. Like, they had 2 small opposite king 10 third, and the guy that opened the bidding under led low, and the guy who's right past 1 club. He's really just gonna stick in the 10 and not just try to put up the king and hope it wins. I just don't feel like he could do that. So I think they should have got it right, I feel like they should have realized Richard had the queen.
Mm-hmm.
At any rate.
Yep, that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, I guess Richard not bidding 3 diamonds also kind of helped out in this sense.
Yeah, if he bid 3 diamonds, West would have got it right for
And
sure.
it's like an auto, play. So maybe that's what he was thinking when he just bid 3 spades. He probably figured Cyrus had some diamonds and wanted the defense easier. And thought that maybe 4 spades or spades was the most likely stream to be playing in.
Yeah, it probably is with his hand. The only danger is getting tapped out. But in diamonds, if Cyrus has, even if Cyrus has 4 or 5 diamonds, he could get tapped out playing in diamonds because he has all the high ones. So.
The claim was
I don't know why.
rejected for some reason, so I guess they're playing this out, even though it's pretty clear. Hopefully that gets accepted.
He's trying again.
Why did he say sorry? I thought I. Oh, sorry, I missed his attempt at a claim. Okay.
Okay, this one feels like it's Grand Slam or Slam.
Mm-hmm.
I think just a Slam.
Can't get rid of the club loser, right?
Yeah, I think just a set.
Weird stuff.
It'll probably end up in 6 hearts or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, I can see themselves. I can see how they might perhaps stumble into grand.
I think. Wait, hold on. Why can't I calculate this? I think you do make 7 hearts double dummy, but it's like extremely lucky. Yeah, extremely lucky. But you do make it double dummy.
You want to share?
Yeah, just because South has King Jack 10 of clubs and only Diamond Guard, what you can basically do is, like, let's say they lead. As long as if North is on lead, you probably can't make it. But if South's on lead, they lead, something. Let's say a diamond.
Mm-hmm.
You win the. You cash, and it's very important the order. You first cash 6 rounds of hearts, pitching a spade and a club from the dummy. Then you cash the Ace King of spades. So now your last 4 cards in the dummy will be Ace King small of diamonds and the Queen of clubs. And South will have to come down to 4 cards. So they just won't be able to hold on to diamonds and clubs. So basically the key is that you have the 9 of clubs in the East hand as the threat, and North can't pass that.
It was actually pretty wild.
But it's just extremely lucky. And there's probably better chances. You probably have better chances than that. I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I doubt they'd play it. Well, maybe they would play that way. I don't know.
I have no idea, but yeah, it feels unlikely they play it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just not good squeeze chances actually now that I'm looking. Maybe the best is just that. Yeah, there's really not good squeeze chances here.
I mean, East has to bid over this.
Mm-hmm.
East will bid for sure, yeah. Just
Yeah.
I mean, they could be worried about a spade controls, but I think I'd just bid, practically speaking, I'd just bid key card. I think grand is more likely than being off the spade control, and I think it's going to be very difficult to bid grand if I don't bid key card.
Yeah.
Like grand is very, because they don't play a national. If my new partner had, no, well, I don't know, because they're gonna bid 4 no, and then they're gonna hear 5 diamonds, and they can bid 5 no, and then what if they heard 6 clubs? So I imagine when they hear not 6 clubs, they'll probably just give up, because like the king of clubs is a really relevant card with their hand.
I mean, Grand really isn't good on this end.
No, it's not, but it's like close. It's like quite close.
Mm-hmm.
Almost good. Like you almost have 13 top tricks, you just don't.
So it sounds like you have 12 top tricks.
Right. I understand you're unlucky to have very little chance of a 13 too.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think I'll still bid 5 no for sure here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because there must be some hands that make grand good. Just ace of spades, king of hearts, ace of diamonds. That's 11. King, queen of clubs is 16. One more king is 19. So like definitely the perfect 19 count is like an easy 13 tricks. But that is the perfect 19 count to be. I think they could also have king and 1 club maybe with the West hand. But okay, I think like there aren't that many amazing grands, but they definitely exist.
Mm.
But here, I think just 6 diamonds, and then
And 6 hearts and go home.
I think so, yeah. Once East knows partner has 2 clubs or more, that doesn't include the king.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get like there are hands, like let's say the queen of clubs was the jack of diamonds, then they'd have like the miracle hand of 4 diamond tricks. So there are hands, but
Yeah, and you can just shake your clubs on your diamonds.
yeah, exactly. But not. I think they'll just sign off.
I could see them going to 7 hearts because of the state of the match.
You know, I mean, even
Yeah.
just like um, put the like swap the black queen. Sorry, make the club queen a spade queen instead. Pretty good.
Yeah, that would. I mean, basically, the key is once your partner doesn't have the king of clubs, you just want them to have nothing in clubs almost.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But there's no reason. I don't know. Like
I feel like there's no reason to really bank on that.
you need kind of a perfect hand with the east hand for slam to be cold. There's probably quite a few hands where it's on a finesse, and then there's some hands like this where it's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know. In those situations, generally, I don't big grand, but the state of the match, I guess, is a decent point that the other room probably rates to be in 6 hearts.
Well,
So, if you told me the other room was in 7 hearts, then I'd probably just bid 6 hearts.
Right. You want to be in the
But,
other contract, probably.
yeah.
oh, they're look. Let's see what they end up in the other contract. I feel like for when supports are kind of syncing up. Oh,
Ooh.
it's exact same auction, or not exact same auction.
Wait, why
I
did he
guess.
sign off at 6? He didn't even bother investigating Grand. I don't like what Shengding did over here.
Yeah, maybe he just thought it wasn't super likely. Let's see how they play this.
Okay. Yeah, no. So they can do this thing to get the extra trick. But yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The other room checks. Okay, so. Yeah.
I could see East also going for the simpler play of just trying to sneak a club through to the queen. Not that it's correct, but it's definitely a much simpler play as opposed to finding that very complex squeeze that Kevin mentioned earlier.
Yeah, and not just. I mean, I don't even know if it's so complex. It's just unlikely.
Hmm.
I guess that's why it's hard to see because it's like really you need like.
You think East just didn't realize that they could pitch their clubs on the diamonds? Or 2 clubs on the diamonds? It just feels
I
kind
think
of.
they were just trying to sneak a club back.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Final board. And what's the score right now? They're leading by 19, and 19 plus 29, that's 48.
Yeah, they need a 48 imp swing on the last board.
Assuming 6 hearts makes it the other table, which it probably will.
I feel like
I
you
mean,
have to
you
try.
have 12 top sharks. So.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's just gonna play to. Okay.
Actually, his dimes are good here.
Wait, this is kind of mean. He's actually just making 7 on.
Yeah, his diamonds actually ended up good somehow.
That's mega mean.
Oh.
I don't know if he realizes, does he?
Probably. Yeah, there we go.
I think he realizes, yeah.
I mean, even if you don't realize, if you think it might be, you're just like, well, whatever.
Yeah. Pretty mean.
So they actually need a 49.
What are the odds this gets passed out? It'll be a way to end the match. There we go. Never mind.
Right. So then double, and now North has kind of an in-between hand. They have like the points for a mixed raise, which would be, I think, a jump cube into 3 clubs.
Mm-hmm.
I think like Q, right?
What's that?
Do you think? I think a Q is also kind of.
Well, I would bid 2 no trump to make a 4-card limit raise with the North hand, just because my philosophy is when I have the points for a mixed raise, but also a very useful stiff, or what looks like a good stiff, I just make a limit raise.
Yeah, actually, right, because Elon and I don't have that bit available. We play that as natural, so. But yeah, with that bit of oh my.
Well, you wouldn't play it as natural in this auction. I don't think.
No
You would never
trump.
bid it anyway as a passed hand.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, you can only have like an 11 count.
Thinking. Yeah, probably
But
just.
okay, so 4 hearts.
I didn't.
Also,
Yeah.
I mean, I would just make a limit raise, a card limit raise. But they might not have a way to do that, first of all,
Yeah.
like Cynthia just said.
I feel like it's pretty. Well, okay, never mind. I won't say it.
As West over here, do you just let it go, maybe?
I'd probably double just because they're favorable.
Right.
At some vulnerability, like if I was favorable, I'd just let it go. My partner opened in 3rd seat. They might be like very light.
Mm-hmm.
Here, my partner's red on white, and they're favorable. More importantly, I mean, I know that's the same thing, but it's 2 separate things. One, my partner probably isn't psyching, and 2, they might be, or like not psyching, but they might be light.
This
Right.
could very well make.
It may make, and it may not make. I think it's just down on
It's down.
right?
It's probably just down 1 or 2. Yeah, maybe
Let's-
one.
yeah, down 1 or 2. I mean, if they should just shift to a Trump here. I think pretty simple. Trump.
But some people don't like shifting to trumps.
I mean, I just can't imagine what East would play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing else really.
Yeah, like, I just can't imagine like making another play into the dummy.
That's a good point. They could just meme a spade.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, never mind.
seemed unlikely. And then yeah, I think by similar. I mean, you also see the stiff in the dummy. Like I'm pretty sure West is just going to play a Trump here. I mean, they don't have to. Now declare. Yeah, now declare is in a bit of a tough spot. They probably have to play well to go down 1, honestly.
I feel like they
'Cause
just play a rough a low club and then pin the 9. Wait, they'd have to just pin the 9, right?
that is one way. They can lead the queen pinning the 9. That's a nice play.
But that feels kind of a little bit difficult.
But I think they might try to make. I mean, if the ace king third were dropping, club rough. Yeah, I mean, they could just make it right now if the ace king of clubs were coming. Like you could just rough a club, ace of diamonds, rough a diamond, rough a club, and then they'd be good. And then you rough a diamond, and then you cash your clubs and lead up to the king of spades. This play, honestly, this one's the one I least get because it feels like you'd either attack spades or rough clubs.
And also, clubs don't work. You can maybe try sneak a diamond to your queen. I feel like that maybe won't work too, but.
Well, I think you're just gonna if you go to make it, which I would, I guess I'd just rough a club or lead a spade right now. But either way, I think you're good. I guess you could lead a spade right away. Like you need the ace of spades on side anyway, so you could just do that. He just ran the queen of diamonds.
Playing for the jack of diamonds dropping, I'm assuming.
Or just
I think he's just taking a Chinese finesse.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't even see what it really. Even if it wins, you still aren't told if the ace of clubs isn't dropping. So I think that was not the right play. And now he just immediately underled the ace of clubs, and he immediately ducked it. Yeah, really strange. Some strange stuff going on. I mean, I know East. I understand why East did it. I guess, but South definitely shouldn't have just insta ducked it. I feel like
The lead was with 10 of clubs, right? It feels weird for them to like
underlead an ace against the suit contract.
Yeah, I guess.
No, I mean West can't have the ace of clubs. Like, or
I
they
know.
wouldn't.
Yeah, that was my point. So I
Yeah,
feel they should have just risen queen.
yeah. Because now,
Mm.
I mean, he can still set up his club, but he's like, he's definitely down two. I guess, yeah, he can still just like lead a club now, and knock out the ace and make his last club. Okay, I'm gonna go to the U.S. China match, which is just starting.
All right.
Yeah, good luck.
Guys,
Set 3 hearts at the other table. That's pretty funny.
Ooh. I mean, oh, never mind.
2 imps too.
no, this is 2 imps to
UNC, yeah.
Yep.
yeah. Okay.
And both
Okay.
tables finish at the same time.
4
Oh.
ones.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Bork.
See you, Cynthia. Well, anyway, that concludes the match. Looks like it is 36-18 for Georgia Tech Gold. Sorry, Twitch chat, I couldn't really interact with you guys so much. I wish I was better at doing that. It's something which I'll try to definitely improve on in the future in these kind of collaborative streams where I'm commentating with other commentators. But anyway, so the final score was 36-18 in favor of Georgia Tech Gold in this half. So overall, that would actually bring it to. This is not the. I think there was a lead of 29 to begin with, so 29 plus 18, that's 47. 47 imp victory for Georgia Tech Gold. Very good victory. Congratulations to Georgia Tech Gold. So now Georgia Tech Gold is the second team to make it to the semifinals of this event. After yesterday, Claremont Colleges knocked out U Chicago to be the first team to do that. And so for what the bracket might actually look like, let's take a look at that. Give me a second while I figure out how to use OBS. I want to turn that off, and so anyway, as it turns out, some matches happened yesterday. There was quite a few marathon streams, like one stream after another stream after another stream, and UC Santa Barbara beat Northwestern 55-20 in the first half, whereas Claremont Colleges, like we said, they'd 170, and Georgia Tech Gold now won this half to win by 40 something. I don't remember the exact amount, but 29 plus 18, 47. So that's also a really good win. Georgia Tech Gold will now be playing the winner of UCSB and Northwestern, who play their second half later today. UCSB is a very commanding lead, but Northwestern has also been one of the top teams in the collegiate event in recent times. I think they made 4 of the last 6 semifinals, if I'm correct. I don't have to remember. I'm not sure if those are the correct numbers, 100%. And Northwestern is, as someone who's played against Northwestern in the past, and as someone who's really familiar with their roster, I can tell you that they're a team that you cannot take lightly. Like, a 35 lead will not be safe against them. I'm really excited to see how that second half goes on later today at twitch.tv/UCSB Bridge. And Harvard versus Minnesota, both this is going to complete entirely tomorrow. The first half is at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. The second half, I do not know what time exactly, but anyway, that's pretty much all we have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone, and I'll see you later. Peace.